All right, guys, good afternoon. This is our bi-monthly coaching call, week number 5, I believe it is. We've got a lot of great information to bring to you, a lot of new and exciting opportunities that are really going to take our program to a whole new level. So I'm really excited about it, and we're going to have a lot of information to cover for you. As usual, there's always staples within our coaching calls. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn have nowhere near the appropriate number of members that we have participating in this program. So I really need your help in building this up, and go on and like us on Facebook, subscribe or join on Twitter and YouTube as well as LinkedIn. And if everybody just takes, invites 100 of their friends and puts them into these social media platforms, it's really going to help to give us a good presence, a nice awareness out in the marketplace, and to really get a nice viral connection with everything that we're doing. And if members are out there searching for us now and go on some of these social media pages, it might not give them the best perception. So please help me, help you, and help all of us help each other so that we can really grow that connection. Over the last week's assignments were quite simple. We're staying on task with 5 new prospects per week. Make a sales pitch to 2. Which is an introduction, try to set up a meeting, and then present the program to at least 1 per week. So I still want to stay on task and stay on track with that. I'm looking for some accountability sheets to come back through from a lot of our members so that we can stay on task there. Get familiar with our 4-minute videos and secure mortgage and title relationships. We did the last coaching call was on press releases. I believe there's some value in that, and I'd really like to hear some feedback on what some folks thought about that, what successes they've had, so that we can talk about that in upcoming coaching calls as well. And then again, always turn in your accountability sheets. It's what's required to stay on task with the program. It's what's required from you to have the $100,000 guarantee in place, which I have no problem doing as long as all of our members are doing the work. It's really that simple. So please stay on task and complete all those. The success breeds success. There's already been several certificates issued to heroes that employee benefits directors are working and finding them a home. There are closings just around the corner. So there's a lot of great things happening from our new members. And we're going to have some great stories and some things to share with you guys over the next couple of weeks about that. Mortgage and title is really getting its feet on the ground. There's a lot of buy-in. I've talked to several mortgage lenders myself from some of our members that explaining the program in a little more detail, a little more thoroughly to them, explaining them how we have to structure it and getting them on board with that, and that's been met with great success. So definitely keep your eyes focused on that and align yourself with these title and insurance services and your mortgage and title so that you have all your systems in place. We have a big surge of members that have joined, and as you can see over the next few minutes of this call as to, I think, why and what we're looking at in the program. And then we're going to talk about our trip to Tallahassee. We were at Exit Real at the NFI where Dave Merzen works, and he is our National Strategic Alliance Manager now. I guess he always was, but it's more than official now. We spent 3 days in Tallahassee the week before Thanksgiving, and I can tell you that it was nothing short of amazing, awe-inspiring. To say that it was the best business day I've had in the history of my life would be an understatement. I've never felt anything like this before. I've never seen the reception and how people embraced what we're doing. And a big thank you to Dave for these connections and having these resources. He spent 13 plus years, I think, in the state legislature and knows a lot of people. He was truly, we joked about it when we were at the office, but we called him the rock star. Bon Jovi wouldn't have got recognized as much as Dave Merzen did in the Tallahassee State Capitol. So the connections we made and everything that's happening is going to be nothing short of amazing for everybody. And really it's all about the members, because I've got nothing going if I don't have members in the program producing. So it's all about you guys at this point. We're fortunate enough to meet with more than what's on the screen. I just didn't have room to put everybody on there, but the Police Benevolent Association, the EMS, which is your firefighters and ambulance services and so forth, the AFL-CIO, which is your firefighters, the National Guard Bureau, the Department of Military Affairs, the Florida Association of Education, Florida Educators Association, the NEA, which is the national brand of that, the FOP, and then John, I can't say his name, Konkakis. If you look at it there, he's the Chief of Staff to the Lieutenant Governor of Florida. And what was biggest for us is that we have a 15 or 20 minute presentation, slideshow, and song and dance that we're going to do for all of these folks to present this program. And I can tell you that the longest we spent on a presentation was about 5 minutes. Every one of them had complete buy-in, complete excitement, complete commitment to the process in the first 5 or 10 minutes. And what was even more inspiring to us is that they all recommended us to other people. And I can't express this enough, that they go, you should go talk to this guy. And some of the biggest things were, we went into the Department of Military Affairs, and it's the National Guard Bureau that basically is responsible for moving and relocating troops all over the United States. So there's a big group moving from Virginia into Jacksonville right now as we speak. There's a 5,000 Armed Forces military aircraft carrier going to dock outside of the Jacksonville base. So, and they were telling us all about this. And the gentleman from the Department of Military Affairs personally walked us down to the governor's office of the state of Florida. So a couple of guys doing their presentations and doing their thing were sitting in the governor's office waiting to present to the chief of staff for the lieutenant governor. It was pretty exciting, guys, to say the least. And I can tell you that there was merit in this program before all this happened, and at this point, there's the sky is the limit, is all I can tell you. And within our meeting with John Konkakis there, with the chief of staff to the lieutenant governor, he had personally forwarded an email and CC'd us on it to General Petraeus' wife. Some of you might know General Petraeus. They're saying he may be our next president, I guess 2016. He happens to be the director of the CIA. And what's really awesome about this is his wife is in charge of all financial affairs for the military. In other words, helping them buy homes, sell homes, manage their credit, manage their finances, and keep these folks on track. I mean, they were telling us stories how a husband is out in Afghanistan fighting in this war while his wife and kids are home getting foreclosed on or having to deal with short sale negotiations. And I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure that the man or the wife, and they all want to be together as a family during those times. And she's heading this nationwide campaign, and they had forwarded our information over to them, and we're going to be working out the details with them over the next few weeks and into the first part of 2012 to align ourselves with these programs. And I can tell you that, having the FRT, the foreclosure response team, and all the different programs that I know you agents have access to, you need to get involved. You need to jump on board with them quick, because it's going to play a pretty significant role in what we're doing at Hero Home Source. I can tell you that anybody that watched the movie Jaws, I quote the movie often, but we're going to need a bigger boat comes to mind here, because feet on the ground, people in all these states is really what's going to keep this program and keep this momentum, and we really got to focus on that, and that's going to be a big part of what we're doing. And just in short, strategic alliance partnerships are the heart of Hero Home Source. These relationships are the most effective way to serve you as our members, and what we've created is a network of over 3 million affiliates nationally. That's pretty powerful stuff for all of us involved, guys. That's all I can tell you, and we're very excited about this and to deliver this to you. And how we arrived at these relationships is really simple. Charitable donations are the key to the entire program. If you look at a few of those logos there, and these are just a few, and again, I didn't want to just bombard you with everything, but FEMA and the Disaster Relief Fund is a pretty powerful tool. Nobody, I don't think, ever thought about it. I know I didn't think about it when I was hearing from these folks about what these funds mean to these heroes. The Disaster Relief Fund is put in place that when, say, there's a hurricane or the tsunami or whatever has happened over the years here, and the police officers and firefighters and all these folks go out to help the public, to go out and secure somebody who's trapped in a house or get them out of danger. Well, the Disaster Relief Fund is put in place to help that officer's, firefighter's family. It didn't ring a bell. I just thought that they were always taken care of. So now I know why. The Disaster Relief Fund does that. It takes care of the family. While the husband or the wife and the single mom, police officer go out to take care of the public, the Disaster Relief Fund goes into place and takes care of their family. So that's a pretty powerful piece to the puzzle. The AFL-CIO for your firefighters, the National Guard Foundation, the Police Benevolent Association, and the FOP all go with the Heart Fund. And the Heart Fund is a fund that's put in place for officers that are hurt or killed in the line of duty. And that's what the Heart Fund is. So when we ask specifically questions like, how can we align ourselves? What can we do? How can we make this a better program for everybody involved? All of these folks are attached to these charitable organizations because they benefit them, they benefit their family, they all donate to them. So it's an integral part. And at Hero Home Source, we have to adapt, we have to change. There was no intentions of us doing this at a point because of how our program is structured and what our competitors do. But again, the key to this program is charitable donations. So within the program, at this point, we've implemented a $150 transaction fee for the realtors, $100 donation for the mortgage professionals, and $50 for insurance services. So basically what happens is up to $210 donation goes into the fund of the Hero's Choice. And quite simple, and you can do the math. I mean, there's administrative fees and things that go along with the cost of doing business here, so the bulk of it does go to those funds. And it has to be on a per transaction, every transaction, because of the simple fact that we want those organizations 100% supporting this program because of their membership base, because of the amount of awareness that they can create nationally for us. It's going to be a pretty powerful thing. So I hope you guys are clear and understand exactly why these things are changing. It's not about us getting into your pocket. Hero Home Source benefits nothing from those dollars except in the fact of being in service to our members and to these charitable organizations for the connection within these programs. 3 weeks ago, Hero Home Source was a good program. 2 weeks ago, it became great. Just looking at those people that we met with, adding this level, we now have letters of endorsements, new language, and funds to donate on behalf of our heroes. And that becomes pretty powerful for all of us involved. And as you go through the next first quarter of 2012, you're going to see this stuff start to unfold and develop, and it's going to be pretty powerful. And keeping in perspective of where Hero Home Source stands, I wanted to do a comparison with some of the other programs that are out there. And there's not that many, guys. We're definitely one of the elite here. But Hero Home Source is $69 per month for our realtors, $150 transaction fee. It's a non-profit corporation, free training, free marketing videos. Our, I think it's bi-monthly coaching calls, not bi-weekly, that'd be twice a week, but bi-monthly coaching calls, and our income guarantee, $100,000 income guarantee. And if you look at the next biggest competition is Homes for Heroes, $120 per month to be a part of the program. A variable transaction fee, from what I understand, it's about $150 per 100,000. So you're looking at a couple $100 a month easily within that program. No top-down strategic alliances. They've been in business for several years and have nowhere near the alliances that we built over the past 2 weeks. They're a for-profit corporation. They'll tell you that right up front. There's no training, marketing videos. And I've talked to several members about Homes for Heroes and pick their brain and ask them. And I don't knock another company. I'm not saying they're bad. They got a great program and it's working. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that we got a great program. It's a fraction of the cost of theirs is, and we do a lot more for you. And I've got a lot of members jumping ship from Homes for Heroes and joining Hero Home Source. I think one of them, that I don't want to mention his name until we get everything worked out, but I believe he's on this call today, just as a courtesy invitation that we extended, but he's looking for his entire state to jump ship from Homes for Heroes, join in with Hero Home Source, and create these strategic alliances on an affiliate relationship out in his state. The best part about that program is that this thing is, you can duplicate it. You can repeat this thing very easily with what we did, now that we have the groundwork laid with what we did in Tallahassee. And then there is one other program, I think it's called Benefits for You, out of New York. They charge up to about $4,000 for a year, variable transaction fees of up to $600, and then none of the other things. And feel free, guys, jump on their websites. Go check them out yourself, because we've done all the research prior to doing this. We've designed our company around what the things that they do well and the things that they don't do that we put into our program. So I wanted just to be clear with the transaction fee and everything, why it is the way it is, why we're changing it, and it's only for the better of the program. So now what? So this week's assignment, pretty simple, guys. I think there's a lot of opportunity for you on the local level to do what we did on the state level. As that develops, the logistics of getting all those things worked out, getting the letters of endorsement, getting through the red tape, if you will. I think if you start to search out these local chapters of these organizations, you'll find a great deal of value. Your local PBA, your FOP, NEA, the National Educators Association. Again, your American Legions. No better buy-in from anybody. I can tell you right now, if all of you haven't visited an American Legion over the past 6 weeks, 8 weeks of coaching calls, I've miscommunicated something along the line. Somebody somewhere should have been talking to some American Legions. Your VFW, your EMS, and real simple, the language that we would use in contacting these is just what we did in Tallahassee. Very confident, direct, sweet. Do you have a minute to talk about a program that donates to the Heart Fund on behalf of your members? Now, do some research, guys. Find out if they're part of the Heart Fund. Don't say Heart Fund to the teachers, because they don't know anything about that. So make sure you know which charitable, and you can, you can say, do you have a minute to talk about a program that donates to the charitable organization on behalf of charitable organization of your choice on behalf of your members? We donate up to $210. Do you have a minute to talk about it? Real simple. Hero Home Source employee benefits directors and vendors share generous rebates to your members across the state. Do you have a minute to talk? Pretty sure you get some buy-in there. Okay, tell me a little bit about it. Do you have 15 minutes to meet with me? And I don't want to get you lost in the steps, guys, but really simple. A hook at the beginning goes a long way. Do you have a minute to talk about a program that donates to the charitable organization of your choice on behalf of your members? Well, yes, I do. Okay, then you go to the next step. And then you want to get a sit-down meeting. Take your 4-minute videos. You can even email them ahead of time. They're very easy. Send them that YouTube link that we've created. Go on YouTube, hit share, grab the link, email it over, and have them look at that 4 and 5-minute video before you get there, so you have some buy-in before you walk in the door. Print out those slideshows. They're all in our member section. Have a nice presentation laid out so that you're ready to go and everything is laid out for you and you're prepared. You can also play the first 15 minutes of part 1 of 3. You take it to any of these organizations and play that first 15 minutes, I think it's pretty impactful. I think it's pretty powerful. So have everything ready to go. Get yourself a master task list. Get yourself ready to go and start meeting these folks. And I'm going to show you just how quick and easy it was to go on and find these searches for these local areas. And when I tell you I search Google constantly for everything, and I know a lot of people do, but just looking at the FOP of Georgia, the Fraternal Order of Police, and if you look, the first one, I just put FOP Georgia. There's all of our listings of everything that's there. Local Lodges is the second one. I'm actually pointing to it on the screen as if you could see me, but Local Lodges is number 2. And you click on it and it takes you into the link section, which gives you all of the different local organizations around your area. So you click on Fulton County, DeKalb County, Clayton County, Gwinnett County, and you go in and you get all the information. You meet with those folks and go through those first set of scenarios. Do you have a minute for me to talk to you about a program that donates to the charitable organization of your choice? Now, I would tell you, FOP, PBA, start to digest and understand they're the heart fund. They're really big. The police officers are the heart fund. The firefighters are the AFL-CIO. So start to wrap your head around some of these charitable organizations so that you can speak intelligently about them and deliver this program and deliver that value to them. And get in with these folks. Then they did the PBA of Georgia. Same thing. Police Benevolent Association of Georgia. A real quick search. Just look at the top by Google. Police Benevolent Association Georgia. Pulled up these two searches. The second one, it says legislative, then it says chapters. Click on chapters, takes you to that screen on the right, which shows you all the different counties. The Atlanta chapter, the Atlantic chapter, Cherokee County, Clayton County. And if you click on all those, it's going to take you into the head guy of those organizations. So what you're doing is creating this on that local level for you as a member. That's the first part. I don't know how quickly this national thing is going to take place. I don't know how quickly things are going to transmute themselves to Pensacola, to Oregon, to Texas, to San Antonio, to Las Vegas, Nevada. I would say it'd probably be pretty quick, but I can't say. We still, feet on the street, eyeball to eyeball is the value that we've always had in mind for this program. This is kicking it up on steroids times 10. So stay focused on your day-to-day stuff and let that rest trickle in as we go. You're not going to look back. 2012 will be a pretty powerful year for all of us. And then the NEA of Georgia, the National Educators Association, did a quick search, NEA Georgia. A couple of them popped up. Right on the right-hand side, if you click on chapters, there's all your contact information there. Tucker, Georgia, which is about 10 minutes from my house, barring traffic in Atlanta, maybe 15 or 20. But I would go and start that little conversation with them. Do you have a minute to talk? Can I send you a 4-minute video for you to look at? I can tell you with the buy-in and everything that we've had on the national level, I can't see how you run into snags on the local level. Let them know that we're working what we're working on, what we've done, how things are getting set up for us, and I believe you're going to see some great results come of this. And then what we're going to talk about when we get into the meeting, okay? We give you some tools to start and get into the meeting. We show you some searches to find out these people and to find out who the contacts are. And now what's your call to action? When you get in the meeting, you do your presentation, warm, fuzzy, all the information, very clear, very emotionally connected to the whole process of what we're trying to accomplish here. And then you're going to ask them, can we exchange links on our websites? So can I put my website on your webpage? Can I get a letter of endorsement to use your artwork and logo to show our connection with our members? How nice is it for you to start to have a presentation where you have a letter of endorsement from the PBA, the Police Benevolent Association, the FOP, the NEA, the National Guard Bureau, that you're able to use their logos on your collateral printed material? That becomes pretty powerful stuff. Would you distribute marketing materials to members for us? For example, emails, newsletter, publications. Could you forward an email to members on our behalf? Do you have a meeting or conference coming up for me to make a presentation? Pretty powerful component there. Getting some of these key folks in the local chapters to be able to go in and spend 15 minutes and do a presentation. But you've got to kind of dig a little bit of how I can connect with these. And these are all great tools and great resources for you to be able to communicate to these members. Gretchen had just done an ad in the Air Commanders unit, which goes out worldwide, has her ad in the Air Commanders newsletter. That's going to start really paying some dividends over time as we go here. I really honestly believe that. But one of them isn't going to solve your problem. You got to do this to 10 of them, 15 of them, and have yourself plastered out there everywhere at all these organizations. So I hope that that was clear. I hope that we got you the beginning, the middle, and the end. What to say at the beginning, how to find your information in the middle, and your call to action at the end. If anybody isn't clear, if something's not computing, please call me. I'm more than happy to spend 10, 15, 20 minutes on the phone. If I've got to do a follow-up training, I want to get you guys clear, because I believe, honestly, in my heart, that feet on the street, eyeball to eyeball stuff is still the best part of this program. So this week's assignment: stay on task. Contact 5 new prospects. Make 2 sales pitches. Present the program 1 per week. I still want you to stay on task with the publish a press release. I think that there's value in that. And then create 1 strategic alliance a week. So 2 strategic alliance relationships: FOP, PBA, NEA, FEA, VFW, American Legion. I could go on and on and on and on, guys. I could talk for 10 minutes about all these different abbreviated organizations. And then again, turn in your accountability sheets. That's your assignment over the next 2 weeks. I think those are pretty clear. They've been staples with us for a couple weeks now. Again, become taskmasters. Make sure you're familiar with all of the information in this program, guys. If you're not, watch these videos again. Watch this. I can bet you that some of you watch the 30-minute videos one time. Your mind wanders. You don't get all the key components. I'd watch them all again. I'd spend 2 hours and watch all these videos again. I'd get all these marketing materials in place. Really stay focused on that. Set up all your marketing pieces. Go ahead and get ready to get ready. Get your stuff ready and organized. Have it in the car, so if you met somebody at a restaurant, you could present to them right then and there. You have the videos on your phone or your iPad. You have a nice binder with your presentation already laid out properly, and you're ready to go. Set up some email campaigns, create your daily and weekly to-do lists, and chart your course. Plan your attack. I think is the most valuable information I could give you at this point. And again, who we're looking for within the presentation basics, always your big leadership individuals, the head of the PBA, the FOP, the head of the president of the American Legion. All those folks, really what we're looking for to present the program. Create that viral, contagious aspect, the good business decision of being in service to others, offering special things to special people is a no-brainer, guys. It's a win-win-win for everybody. So internalize that as best you can, so that you stay on task with everything that we're doing. Again, please go on and join our pages. You can see on our website, we now have we've had it for several weeks now, but the Part 1 video is on our website with Facebook and Twitter feeds live, so that anybody goes on can automatically just hit the like button and go right into our social media pages. So, and those are live feeds, so they're constantly changing and people can see from our website. So that's all for Coaching Call 5. I'd like to thank all of our members for being on. Thank our guests. Hopefully that they got a clear picture of what we're about and how this program is and what we stand for at Hero Home Source. So if you have any questions, you have my information. Please give me a call, and I look forward to speaking with you over the next 2 weeks. Thanks.